Welcome back. As you can see, we are not in the garage. We're in my truck because we are loaded up and headed to Casper to go help a customer with his truck. He tried to do a repair on, and the repair worked. Just now he's got another problem elsewhere and is not comfortable. He could fix it himself, he's just not comfortable fixing it himself, I guess. So that's where we are off to. We are off to Casper, the great northern mountainy area ish. I don't know, I haven't been there a long time, so we're gonna check it out, but you're coming with, and we're gonna do this repair. So now I got all the tools loaded up in the back. I guess travel as well as bad news tool set. He's got the rest of the tools we should need, but so we're gonna hit the gas station and get on out of here. Let's do it. Here 5 minutes, pretty much probably already found the problem. So 27 mil socket, 27, and my breaker bar.
And your good one. Okay.
My good breaker bar.
Are you ready?
Yes. Clip it on. Audacity. I don't care what you do with it. He's just hanging out. Wrong way.
Old fan pulley is about to pop off.
He's fine. He can just it off. It's not needed currently anyway. The biggest fan of your tensioner doing what it's doing, but
Yeah, apparently that's supposedly normal. I don't think that's a normal thing for a tensioner to do, but
it's just bouncing around in there, but we'll figure it out.
it is doing some kind of tensioning, I hope.
It's like
Popping in and out, I know. It's a little hard. She's, you know.
Where's my dot I'm looking for? Okay, so there's the first one. So this one's supposed to line up. There's another dot on your crank.
Okay.
And that one's supposed to line up with that. So we need to find the one that lines up.
With the dot on the...
Dot on the cam.
Okay. Well, it's not right. That's for sure. It's very not right. Wow.
Well, it might take it a couple of rotations to
Oh, okay, yeah.
line up with it. So there's the dot, there's where it needs to be. So right now, where it's pointed, it should be on the black dot. You have to line this 90 deal here up with that guy, and this dot should be in line with that.
So this dot here
Correct.
needs to be
Here.
on this home.
But over there.
Now, can we pull this off and put tension on here and turn the bottom until this matches up there? Or do we need to pull?
We can, but our other problem is down here. So that pin needs to be on the red line.
Which is top dead center.
Correct.
Okay.
So we're not on that yet, so we gotta turn this until that lines up.
And that's on the compression stroke? For top dead
I'm
center?
pretty sure, yeah.
Interesting.
Now I don't know where we're at. Okay, so intake just closed.
Exhaust just opened.
Exhaust open.
All that. It's a belt.
It's a belt. I got lucky the couple times I had to do this, where it was just a couple turns out. We're moving closer.
One more full turn?
Probably like 6 more.
Holy really?
Yeah. There's your dot is in line with your line now, which that means nothing.
You know you're a genius, right?
I don't know about that.
Some kind of genius. Maybe not the kind you want to be, but one more turn after the first 32.
Yep. This is going off of what I do know of this thing.
Which, assuming is not there very much, because nobody knows very much about these.
No, but I'm starting to catch up with them.
You probably know more than most people about this mother.
In terms of engines I want to know a lot about, this wasn't high on that list.
So, this thing, first off. But,
Alright, we need your bore scope again.
okay. So timing's wrong.
Correct, yes.
Oh, okay.
Timing is...
How did I f it up that way, though?
Like, it's so advanced. Like, right now we'd be firing number 1, and you're still like 3/4 of the way down the bore.
Holy So, how would I have done that?
By not listening just on me saying light up the dots. Well, there's 2 ways we can go about doing this, unfortunately. One of them requires pulling the front of the motor apart. The other one is we try to fix it using the bore scope.
Okay. What one are you confident is going to work?
Taking the front of the motor apart, because we'll be able to physically see it.
Okay, well, if we take the front of the motor apart, we can grab that little chunk.
Take the front of the motor apart, we gotta reprime the oil pump. Why do you have the non-controllable?
Tell me about it. It was $12 on Amazon.
I know which way's gonna suck, but I know it's a guarantee.
Well, I don't even know how to do it the other way, so...
Well, the other way, so to do it without taking the front off, is we take the chain loose, and we pretty much just kind of keep trying to slack it until we can catch it right where it needs to go. But I can't see if I could see the dot, that would be perfect to do, but I cannot. I can't see the dot. Did I explain what we were doing there? Oh, audio effed off. We're draining said radiator because it turns out timing effed all the way to fix it. You gotta pull the front of the motor apart. Oh yes, disconnecting that distributor, boy. With plug that don't want to plug. There it plug. Yes. So to get the timing cover off, you have to pull the distributor and the oil pump. So there goes distributor, boy. It cut, but right then I explained to him not to spin it like a top like he did last time. I was gonna beat something with a screwdriver. I don't know what I was doing there. Radiator's out. Alternator's gotta go. Bracket for said alternator. Alternator's out. Get that hose out the way. Just cram it where it don't. I needed a tool of some sort and to walk away. Oh, I was explaining how much of a mother F that oil pump is. These camera angles of homeboy. What is he doing? What's just pacing around with the most amazing camera angles I've ever seen. There's the oil pump. Get him out of there. Get the good old drive shaft out of there. Just throw that. Yep. Built-in rag. Camera angles. Turning that motor over. Get it lined up where I need it. The audio cut out, so he didn't explain. He did this with a torque wrench. He was turning it over. Because, you know, F that torque wrench in particular. Oh, yeah. I don't know what happened, but his crank bolt was effed.
I'm not sure what happened there, but it was, yeah, as you can see, royally just half melted on the back side and on that one spot. There's nothing in there that rubs against that. So I don't know who, how, or why that was happening, but it was happening. Senor Puller for the good old harmonic balancer crank pulley combo there. That, by the way, is also F, but he didn't want to replace it. That kink. Let's see. Oh, it's Speedy. Getting them front cover plate bolts off. And then just beat it, because I'm an idiot right here and didn't realize there was one more bolt still holding it. Finally got it loose and it popped off. That helps when you got all the bolts out. There was a clang right there you didn't hear of a washer that just went right into the oil pan.
Timing chain fixed. Was off a couple teeth. What? I don't know what he's yelling about. Timing mark's good. Mark's good down there. Let's butt the front end up. We'll be out of here. Putting the last couple bolts on. Yes, sir. Then all you gotta do is do an oil change and put your coolant in.
What's that?
Nothing.
Oh no! Will you hit me, swiggly boy?
Yes.
I got him in an awkward spot. Don't really want to move.
Swiggly.
Thank you. Okay, so first thing in the morning,
Just gotta do oil and coolant.
so we'll have to go get another gallon of coolant.
That's fine. We'll go get some coolant. We'll start the oil draining. We'll go get some coolant. And we'll come back. Make sure it starts.
And then shut it off and don't drive it till it's seated. Wow. No, I'll just wait to start it until it's seated.
Till later in the day.
Yeah.
Let that dry real good.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't bother recording the drive back because it would be the same as the drive going down there, just in the opposite direction. But quick rundown. The truck is all back together. What had happened was when he was replacing the head gasket, he slipped the timing chain by one gear, or one tooth on the gear, and that threw the timing off enough that you could advance it and it would run just fine. But if you put it where it's supposed to be, it wouldn't run right. But we also found another problem. I don't think I got it on camera, but I got a picture of it that we'll put here. When he was putting the intake back on, he actually dropped the intake gasket and thought that it fell just somewhere in the engine bay. So then he took a second intake gasket and stuck it on there. What he actually did was he pinched the two together on the back of the block, and I seen it when we were kind of looking at it because it still wasn't running right. It was like idling way up, and then it would stumble real hard, and it would do the same thing again. So we were looking it over, and I seen part of the gasket hanging out. So we pulled the intake off, and we found that he pinched it in there, which pretty much made like a secondary throttle body, but it was an uncontrolled throttle. So he put a new gasket on, put it all in, buttoned it up, threw some new spark plugs at it, put some good fuel in it, and he's been running it. So that's all fixed, and we're on to the next one.
This has been NickzAndMikz. If you enjoyed, please press that subscribe button.